Long after the flood waters had receded and Noah's ark rested on the mountains of Ararat, the children of man once again filled the earth. They journeyed eastward, traveling as one people with one tongue. Their unity was strong, and their speech was shared. They built together, lived together, and dreamed together. In time, they found a broad, fertile plain in a land called Shinar. There they said to one another, "Come, let us settle here. Let us build a city with a tower whose top reaches the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered across the face of the earth." They gathered clay and baked bricks. They used tar for mortar. Their hands worked with precision, and their voices sang the same songs. But their hearts began to shift. The tower was no longer just a marvel of craftsmanship. It became a monument of pride. They were not building to honor their creator, they were building to defy him. The Lord, seated above the circle of the earth, looked down upon their striving. Around him stood the angels, radiant beings who had witnessed creation, the flood, and now this tower rising from the dust. Behold, they are one people, and they all speak the same language. This unity, unanchored by righteousness, will lead them astray. If they continue as they are, no purpose of theirs will be withheld from them. He rose from his throne, clothed in light, and said to his heavenly host, "Come, let us go down and confound their speech." At first it was subtle. A mason called for a hammer, and the apprentice responded with a confused look. A mother called to her child, but the child did not understand. Like ripples in water, confusion spread across the city. One man's words became another's gibberish. What had once been unity dissolved into dissonance. Frustration flared, work stopped, quarrels erupted. People turned to those who still understood them, and slowly they began to divide. But the Lord was not finished. To each group, God gave more than a new tongue. He gave a new culture, a new rhythm, a new reflection of his image. Some groups found their skin darkened like the rich earth they would soon call home. Others bore golden hues like the desert sun. Some had hair like silk, others like wool. Their eyes mirrored the oceans, the forests, the mountains. Their voices created new songs, their hands shaped new tools, their feet would walk new paths, but all of them were still his. Each group carried with them a piece of the divine image, refracted like light through a prism. And as they departed Shinar, going north and south, east and west, the world began to bloom with diversity. From the cold highlands to the warm tropics, the children of man spread, not as a punishment, but as a purpose. They were still sons and daughters of the same Maker, different branches, same root. Back in Shinar, the tower stood unfinished, a broken monument a half reaching to the heavens. But it was not a monument to failure. It was a memorial to God's mercy. He had not destroyed his people, he had multiplied their beauty. What was once one voice had become a choir, different notes, different timbres, yet still capable of harmony. One day, that harmony would return, for though their tongues had changed and their homes had scattered, the call of their Creator would echo in every land, in every heart. And in time, from every nation and every tribe and every language, they would once again lift up one voice, not to defy, but to worship the God who made them.